Readers,
reviewers,
BookTube taggers,
lend us your ears. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing an end of year book tag. So I got the idea. We watched Library of Alexandria's video, and so yes, we are stealing it from him.
Yeah. We thought we have to get down to business, didn't we?
Let's get down to business. It's so great.
Yeah, I make an illusion,
and I finish it. I make it too clear.
Yes,
exactly. But yeah, so it's 5 questions, and Alan of Alexandria. I can never just say Alan. It's always Alan of Alexandria.
It's not Alan.
It has to be.
If you're going to say Alan, you have to say the Alan.
The Alan said that this is a tag that he thinks is meant to be done at the end of autumn, beginning of winter, but we're doing it in December. So yeah, 5
fashionably
questions. Fashionably late. So shall I kick us off with question 1? And
I
have
think
got
we should get down to
professionally
business,
written down on the flashcards.
And make sure you say boosh.
And boosh onto number question 1. A book you have started that you need to finish by the end of 2022.
Why are you looking down there?
Flashcards. I stole it from Library of Alexandria. He had flashcards. He made it look so satisfying when he threw it in the air. But then I made the mistake of them writing 4 of the questions on the same flashcard. So now I have to wait for that amazing moment.
Yeah. I can throw in the book if you want.
Never.
Well, it's your book, so I probably won't. But
it would result in danger to yourself.
Boosh! I've started reading The House with the Golden Door by Elodie Harper. This is book 2 of her series set in Pompeii, with Amara, who nearly said a spoiler there.
The amount of most of the edits we have to do in videos. It's not because we mess up speaking. It's because Ed says a spoiler, and every video I do this to him. And then he knows we have to go back.
The judgment. But I'm just going to leave it there. This is it. It's fantastic so far, but I need to finish.
Don't say more. Don't say more. I have a Storm of Swords, and I'm about 200 pages through.
So
but this is 1,000 book.
2020.
Yeah, so I'll probably be saying this in the next year book tag as well.
Isn't it mad how it's just not finished yet, the series?
It does upset me that I'm really loving this series, and then people just say that, well, you're not going to enjoy it because it's not finished.
Yeah.
Which reminds me of the reality. But I can enjoy the time that I'm spending in Westeros.
Just
love the first 2 books.
Don't remind us, really.
Exactly.
Yeah. We like to bury our head in the sand.
And I recently watched House of the Dragon, and the first few episodes I was disappointed with, but then the latter half of the series I thought was exceptional. So a book of 2 halves there. Yeah. A programme of 2 halves. 2 tales.
A tale of 2 cities.
2 tales.
Okay. Right, the next one then. You ready for the next question? So a book that has yet to be released in 2022 that you are looking forward to.
I'm looking forward to Of War and Ruin by Ryan Cahill. I believe this is released on the 20th of December. Yes, I did some research before this video. I'm currently listening to Of Darkness and Light, the 2nd instalment in the Bound and the Broken, and this is going to be the 3rd instalment of that series. Of War and Ruin is. Yeah. And I'm really looking forward to that.
Very nice. And the one for me is Stella Maris by Cormac McCarthy. He's released a duology this year of number 1 is The Passenger, and then number 2 is Stella Maris. So we've been waiting for this book since The Road.
Yeah, I mean, how already? Oh, you know what? I've not released a book for
last book or No Country.
I think The Road.
Yeah, The Road. Was what,
I've 8 or 9. Yeah, I've not released a book in 13 years. I just released 2 a month apart.
I think it was. Bless you.
Carry on.
I think it was 1 book. They probably split it in 2 for.
I don't believe so. I think
they're
because he said that one of them was his first attempt at a female perspective.
Yeah.
But then he wanted to write another from another twin. Which one is more of a main story and one is a side story.
He did also say that he wrote them together.
Oh, so he definitely did.
Yeah.
Why did he say maybe?
Well, I'm very British, aren't I?
Very.
Yeah.
But okay.
I possibly have 2 feet.
Yeah. That is that. Now question number 3. 3 books you want to read by the end of 2022. There's a lot of 2s that are... 2023 doesn't sound as satisfying, does it?
No, 22 is the best number. So
2022.
Yeah. So the first one for me must be Titus Andronicus by Shakespeare.
Very nice.
December, it just screams December, doesn't it?
Obviously.
Rome, red, blood, it screams December.
What kind of Christmas are you used to?
Well, the Gwyn household Christmas. Dad cuts the turkey with a sayax, so what do you expect? What's your first one?
My first one is Dreaming the Eagle by Amanda Scott. So this won the vote for book that I should read by the end of the year. And so yeah, I'll be reading this 100% in December.
Talking of books that won the vote, for me, I've now finished the Red Queen's War trilogy by Mark Lawrence, so I shall be diving into the Red Sister trilogy. So
Yes,
Red
you
Sister
will.
will be the next book that I read in December.
Very nice. And number 2 for me is The Seven Moons of Marley Almeida. So I'm in a bit of a tradition now of reading the Booker Prize winner every year, and they have not let me down since I started, I think 3 or 4 years
last
ago.
month.
So, this is the next one. It won this year, and so yeah, it's meant to be a satirical story about a war photographer who I believe is killed, and it's about him in the afterlife as a ghost. A bit like Ghost with who's the actor?
William.
No spoilers, just an actor who's in it.
I know.
What's his name?
William.
I don't
I'm really
know.
disappointed in you. Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze, called Ghost.
He is
and
the man.
He is a brilliant man.
He has stunning hair.
But so he does have great hair. So a bit like that in that someone is a ghost and they're finding out what has happened to kill them. So yeah, that is this.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to reading that one. I recently bought The Promise by someone, but which won the Booker Prize from 2021.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm really looking forward to reading that as well. But yeah, and another one that I'll be reading, the last one, the third book, will be The Burning God by Rebecca Kwang. I have to finish this trilogy before I read Babel.
I absolutely love Babel.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting to that. I'm a little bit mixed on book 2. I still don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah,
parts of it I really loved. Parts of it made me really.
I'll be interested because
dumps.
Poppy War. I think she's a brilliant writer in terms of prose and writing style, but I just thought it seems a bit far fetched.
I think her. I get it because the inspiration behind it is very far. As in, the inspiration behind it is real history, but also she's written that it is far-fetched because of her other inspirations as well, of literature and films and all that kind of stuff that she liked. But
I respect that.
At the same time, I just think they made wrong choices considering the plot.
Yeah, I think it did lapse at the end of book 1, but I'd say it's a bit. It shouldn't have got to me as much as it did. But
you just don't like people flying.
No, it was her that she's been doing martial arts for a few weeks, and the others have been training their entire
have you
life.
read The Name of the Wind?
And
have you read The Wise Man's
Fear? No, but I love how he gets into the... No, I've not read Wise Man's
when you
Fear.
read that, then you'll know... This is nothing. This is why the Poppy was fine. I was like, this is brilliant.
This is great.
Read The Wise Man's Fear, because she spends a few weeks.
It'll make me appreciate this.
It's a day.
It's a day. He is growth, though.
He's annoying.
He is growth. My final one is a reread of Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. I've been saying for ages that I'm going to be rereading The Realm of the Elderlings, and I'm kickstarting it with greater urgency because Mike Brook Reviews is reading The Largeship Traders and is making me want to get back into The Realm of the Elderlings.
Yeah,
there we
Mike's
go.
A good guy.
That's the third book I intend to read by the end of 2022.
What's the book that you're going to read that could potentially have your number one spot for the year that you think could be a contender?
I've already mentioned this video.
Sparkles.
I've already mentioned it, but I believe A Storm of Swords could become a contender because people have said to me that book 3...
You're mentioning the wrong book, Will.
You thought I was going to say Dreaming the Eagle.
Well, that is the logical choice.
Yes, well, I was torn between the two, but Game of Thrones is one of my favourite books ever. A Clash of Kings is one of my favourite books ever and above A Game of Thrones. And the majority of people that I've had chat with have said A Storm of Swords is their favourite. I'm sorry, Ed. Dreaming the Eagle
trust the
could
masses,
take it away.
William.
Well, maybe
they like Coldplay.
So you hope that Coldplay are good. They're not. I wouldn't say brilliant, but they're good. And they did the Red Wedding, the Red Nose Day.
Red Wedding, lots of stabbing and a bit of beheading.
They did.
Wait, so you even know what happens in it?
I know spoilers, but because you told me and you made me watch scenes because you said, "Look at this amazing scene," and then show me, and then you said this happens in season 3.
Though, isn't it? It is a good scene.
It is a good scene.
Yeah. And for me, I think possibly R. Scott Baker is the double K. So
is it?
Yeah. It's
You
not
sure?
just Baker. Yeah.
Where? Where's this book?
Down there, I think. R. Scott Baker, The Prince of Nothing series, which is the darkness that came before.
I've never seen that.
Wow, you should read more. But yeah, I think that book is everything that
Ed, if you can show the book,
would like to be
show
in
the book.
Oh, sorry, yeah. R. Scott Baker, I'm going to say, yeah. But yeah, I think this maybe could be a book of the year because of how awesome it sounds. It is a grimdark book. It is one of the first as well, and it's a big inspiration behind Anna Smith Spark, and I love her writing. So
that'd be very interesting. No! Give it back.
No, that was
please,
4.
Please give it.
What, did you want to do it?
Yes.
Oh.
I wrote it.
Right, well, let's cut.
And it was my idea.
Hang on, actually.
No. It was my idea. I wrote it just so.
No, it was
I could
the
throw
Alan's
it. It was
idea.
the Alan's idea, but it was my idea to a video of it. Do you know why?
I thought
For-
at first, what, did you do the robot?
no.
Did you invent the robot?
The sole
Did you
reason.
bring the robot?
Yeah, Gavin says the sole reason was so I could do this. Boosh. So
And
there
you
we
did-
go.
I bet that wasn't even on camera.
It probably wasn't. But yeah, now on to the last question, and that is: have you started making reading plans for next year already? I mean, do people know us?
Do I?
Yeah. It's completed.
I actually haven't.
You not? No, well, basically, me and Ed are in the
Do
routine.
people not know us? Have you not?
No way. So I often plan my entire reading, like 8 books a month, and then I probably keep to the first month and then throw it all out the window. But it's so much fun making that list, isn't it? Have you been thinking about it in your head?
So
in your noggin?
What have you defined this year as? I've defined this year, 2022, as the Boudica year. Because that is, I've read all that whole series and I've fallen in love with it. What's the series that you think is going to be your one for this year and for next year? Or the author? Or
See, it's
whatever?
hard because one part of me would say that Game of Thrones. I've never read anything in the Song of Ice and Fire before, and I've read.
Get off that!
Sorry, I thought it was.
You're wringing it like it's a towel.
I've read the first 2 installments. I'm reading Storm of Swords, and I've read Fire and Blood, and I see House of the Dragon and all that. But it's been a bit of a weird year with reading. Where usually my average rating is very high because you kind of sense
You're
books that you're
falling
going
out
to
of love
enjoy.
with reading.
No, yeah, right. But this year,
I'm just going to look. You keep talking.
yeah, this year I've not enjoyed as many books, but the books that I've enjoyed, I've had more favourites that I've read this year. Empire of the Vampire, obviously Clash of Kings, Game of Thrones, The Wolf Den, and what else? Are you done? Or do I need to keep going?
No, I was going to say, I think the beginning of this year was my Conan year.
It was.
I read every Conan story and comic ever written. But later on, Boudica has taken my life by storm. I actually don't know when the next one is going to... I keep meaning to read Robin Hobb, but I've read the Assassin's Apprentice. Even at it's 5 stars, I don't feel like carrying it on too much.
Stop!
I'm not desperate. I've heard bad things about books.
No. Yes, but there's 16 books.
Exactly. That's also scary.
No. Okay, book 2. Just read book 2. So, Realm of the Eldlings is going to be my 2023 because I'm reading them all again. I committed sacrilege. I skipped Live Ship Traders last time, but I'll be reading it this time.
I think next year could be the Pierce Brown year because I'm going to reread Red Rising and I'm going to do the next trilogy as well.
Mm-hmm. Because
Lightbringer's out. Is it next year?
Is it Lightbringer? What was the other one called? Because he released 2 titles, didn't he?
What,
Lightbringer.
2?
I thought he did. Lightbringer.
No, it's just one. No,
because he said there's 2 books. No, he announced 2 books at the same time.
What?
And they're both brilliant names.
Okay, you keep going.
So yeah, that is going to be
Monologue.
kind of for.
Monologue.
Oh, the pressure is. I mean, this is where I start speaking. Really.
William, you did drama A level.
One of the most
amazing, fantastic things about reading.
But yeah, next year I think Realm of the Eldlings is going to be kind of a summary of almost everything that I've read in 2023, and I will get Ed to join because whether it's through just some nice little nudging and kind of friendly threats, or whether it's about real threats and intimidation, it will be done. Leave it to me. Do not fret. I will do it. And yeah, so those are the books that we've been talking about today. They are 5 questions. Feel free to do this tag.
He didn't do the names. He just said Lightbringer's book 6, but there's going to be a 7th book after that.
Oh.
So I think... Wait, is it coming out 2023? Yes, May. May! Yeah, it's going to be the Red Rising. It's going to be the Pierce Brown year.
What, Lightbringer?
Lightbringer's in May.
Very nice.
It's going to be good.
That is going to be good. I might join you on that.
I keep needing to read more James Ellroy, but I didn't really enjoy American Tabloid that much.
I do think next year might be my Western year. Lonesome Dove,
Hell yeah,
True Grit, The Sun.
Yeah.
I think it could be the year.
You have finally become a man. It's a rite of passage.
It is a rite of passage.
I'm going to get you a Stetson now. And a goddamn Colt.
But yeah, thank you so much everyone for watching this end of year tag. It was 5 questions, which was meant to be a very short video, but somehow we managed to talk loads again. No, I did through it unsatisfactorily. Ready? Should we do it together?
3, 2, 1.
Ready?
We'll finish it how
3,
we started it. Together.
3, 2, 1.
Boosh!
Thanks so much for watching. It landed on that. Truth and courage. They've landed again!
First droid. Keep going.
It landed again. So yeah, thank you everyone so much for watching this video. Truth and courage, the Brothers Gwyn.
Truth and courage from the Brothers Gwyn.